If you are a senior with a bank account, something changed in June 2026 that your bank did not send you a letter about, did not explain when you called customer service, and is not posted anywhere on their website in plain language. Banks across the country have begun implementing a set of new account monitoring and transaction restriction protocols that are being applied disproportionately to customers 60 and older, and the consequences for seniors who do not know this is happening are serious. Accounts being flagged without notice. Transactions being blocked or delayed without explanation. Withdrawals being held, questioned, or in some cases suspended entirely while the bank conducts what they call a routine review. And in the worst cases, seniors discovering that money they needed for rent, for medication, for a bill that could not wait, was sitting frozen in an account they thought they had full access to. This is not a rumor. This is not isolated to one institution. This is a systemic shift in how financial institutions are treating older account holders in 2026, and every senior with a bank account needs to understand exactly what is happening, why it is happening, what your rights are, and what specific steps you need to take right now to protect your money before this affects you directly. I'm going to walk you through all of it today. Stay through every part of this video because the protections available to you are real, they are specific, and the seniors who know about them are in a completely different position than the ones who don't. Before we go any further, subscribe right now and turn on the bell. What I cover on this channel is exactly this kind of shift, the policy changes, the banking rule updates, the financial traps they're closing around seniors quietly while everyone assumes the rules are the same as they were last year. They are not the same, and the seniors who find out about these changes through this channel find out in time to do something about it. The ones who don't find out when their card is declined at a pharmacy or when their rent payment bounces because the bank flagged their account without telling them. Subscribe. Turn on the bell. Now let me tell you exactly what is happening. In 2026, under expanded financial elder protection guidelines issued at both the federal and state level, banks and credit unions are now legally authorized, and in many cases required, to place holds, flags, and restrictions on accounts belonging to customers 60 and older when their internal systems detect transaction patterns that the bank's algorithm identifies as potentially suspicious. On its surface, that sounds like protection, and in some cases it is. Elder financial fraud is real, it is growing, and billions of dollars are stolen from seniors every year through scams, unauthorized transfers, and manipulation by people the victim trusted. The intent behind these protocols is legitimate, but the execution is where things are going wrong for a significant number of seniors, and the reason is simple. The algorithms banks are using to detect suspicious activity were not designed with a normal financial behavior of retired seniors in mind. A senior who receives a monthly Social Security deposit, makes regular small withdrawals, and then makes one larger withdrawal to pay a contractor, buy used car, gift money to a grandchild, or cover an unexpected medical bill. That pattern looks unusual to an algorithm that is calibrated for the transaction behavior of working-age account holders. And when the algorithm flags it, the bank acts first and explains later, sometimes much later. Here is what that looks like in practice. A senior attempts to withdraw $3,000 in cash to pay a home repair contractor who requires cash payment. The bank teller processes the transaction, but the system flags it. The senior leaves the bank believing the transaction is complete. What they do not know is that the bank has internally flagged their account for review. The next time they attempt a transaction, a debit card purchase, an online bill payment, a check, it may be blocked or delayed while the review is pending. No phone call, no letter, no warning. Just a declined card or a bounce payment and a hold that can last anywhere from 24 hours to several weeks, depending on the institution and the complexity of the review. Another scenario that is becoming increasingly common in 2026 involves wire transfers and ACH payments to new recipients. A senior who attempts to send money to a family member they have not previously sent money to, a new charity, a business they're paying for the first time, or a professional service provider may find that transaction held, questioned, or blocked entirely. The bank may attempt to contact the account holder to verify the transaction, but if they call a phone number that is out of date, send an email to an address the senior no longer uses, or use a two-factor authentication system the senior hasn't set up on their account, that verification attempt fails silently and the transaction stays blocked while the senior has no idea why their payment didn't go through. The third scenario, and the one causing the most serious financial harm, involves accounts that are placed on what banks call an enhanced monitoring status. This is an internal designation that is not disclosed to the account holder. It is not something you can see on your statement or in your online banking portal. But once an account is placed on enhanced monitoring status, every transaction above a certain threshold, and that threshold can be as low as $500 depending on the institution, is reviewed before it is processed. For a senior living on Social Security and a modest savings account, that kind of invisible restriction on their own money can be devastating. A delayed rent payment can trigger a late fee or a lease violation. A delayed insurance premium can result in a lapse in coverage. A delayed utility payment can result in service interruption. And the senior has no idea any of this is connected to their bank account status because the bank never told them the flag was placed. So what are your rights and what do you do right now? First, you have the right to know what restrictions, if any, exist on your account. Banks are not required to proactively disclose internal monitoring designations, but they are required to provide account information upon request. Call your bank directly. Ask to speak with a branch manager or a customer service supervisor, and ask them specifically to confirm that there are no holds, flags, or restrictions currently placed on your account, and that all transaction types are fully available to you. Ask them to note that confirmation in your account record. If they are evasive, if they give you a non-answer, or if they tell you there's a review in progress that they cannot discuss, ask them for the specific reason in writing and ask what the timeline is for resolution. You are entitled to that information. Do not accept a vague response. Second, update every piece of contact information your bank has on file for you right now. Phone number, email address, mailing address. If your bank attempts to verify a flagged transaction and cannot reach you because your contact information is outdated, that transaction stays blocked indefinitely and you may not find out until the damage is already done. Log into your online banking portal or go into your branch in person and confirm that every contact method on your account is current and that your bank can actually reach you in real time if they need to verify something. While you are there, ask your bank about setting up a trusted contact designation. This is a relatively new option at most major financial institutions that allows you to name a trusted person, a family member, a close friend, an attorney, who the bank can contact on your behalf if they have concerns about your account activity, but cannot reach you directly. This is different from a power of attorney. The trusted contact cannot access your account or make decisions. There's simply a backup communication channel. Having one on file can prevent a hold from sitting unresolved for days or weeks simply because the bank couldn't get through to you. Third, understand the specific transactions that are most likely to trigger a flag in 2026. Large cash withdrawals, especially those above $2,500. Wire transfers to new recipients. ACH payments to accounts the bank has not seen you pay before. Transfers to international accounts or to payment apps like Zelle, Venmo, or Cash App if you have not used them through your bank account previously. Checks made out to individuals rather than businesses. Multiple transactions in a short time window. None of these things are wrong. All of them are legal. But all of them are on the list of patterns that bank algorithms are currently flagging on accounts belonging to customers 60 and older. If you know you are about to make a transaction that fits any of these descriptions, call your bank before you make it. Tell them what you're planning to do and why. Ask them to note the conversation on your account. That one proactive call can prevent the transaction from being flagged and can prevent a hold from being placed on your account at exactly the moment you need access to your money. Fourth, know your escalation options. If your bank places a hold on your account that you believe is unjustified, you have the right to file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau at consumerfinance.gov. You have the right to file a complaint with your state's banking regulator. And if the hold is causing you material harm, if bills are going unpaid, if you cannot access money for food or medication, you have the right to request an emergency review and to ask your bank to expedite the resolution. Put every communication in writing. Keep records of every phone call, including the date, the time, the name of the person you spoke with, and what they told you. Banks respond differently when they know a customer is documenting the interaction. Here is what you need to do today. Call your bank and ask specifically whether your account has any holds, flags, or restrictions currently in place. Update all of your contact information so the bank can reach you if a transaction is flagged. Ask about setting up a trusted contact designation. Know which transactions are most likely to trigger a review and call ahead before you make them. And save the CFPB complaint number in your phone so you have it the moment you need it. Your money is yours. The rules around how banks can restrict access to it have changed in 2026 in ways that most seniors do not know about yet. Now you do. Subscribe, share this with every senior you know who has a bank account, and I will see you in the next one.